My name is S.p.a. Johannessen, and I'm an invention leader for Vedic infrastructure. And I will try to tell you how we had or sold these things about an EPD. Norway is not a non-EU country, but we are the first one, I think, to follow all the regulations from the legislations, also taxonomy, and I don't have this now, but we used for the CDP. I don't know if you have it. It's scored about the 8. A is the best value, and we have scored it for the last years. We have science-based target. That means that we had verified our targets from to 2045, and it's absolutely every year. For asphalt, so far it's no problem because it's lower amount of asphalt. And we have these others. We have investors who make us green loans, and we have though also customers who's asking us for going to with lower emissions. I'm starting hard. 50% reduction in emission is a quick fix, we think. S.p.a. have the method, we have the tools, and it's also have been adopted in Denmark and Finland so far. And we have Norwegian Public Road Authority who were service life and emission award, or you get money for, if you have doing a good job, and we can use our innovations. As you can see, the fabric is the biggest innovation, and also the input in A1. But one thing is, don't focus on the details, on the small things. You cannot take the whole cake at once. You have to focus on the things that make a change. And we will try to explain why. The Norwegian Public Road authorities, they gave us awards for, as Arne said, for emissions that get lower. If you have, you can win a contract, even though if you have the highest price, but you have the lowest CO2 carbon footprint. I'm sorry for my English, but I will try to answer. And the most important thing is the fuel types and consumption at the plant, and of course the alternative of binders. And aggregate is not so. It's not so much CO2 in aggregate. I will tell you a little bit more detail after, but we have some additives, so it makes it lower. And we can then see for the other branches from transports and also in installation in A5. Combining CO2 rating with LCC is, you can. The contractor is choosing what type of asphalt layer they want to lay, and they need to have some certain functional requirements. And as longer they live, as longer or contract award for the lowest annual cost. We'll see it if you have an asphalt layer who can live long, then it will be up to the years it will be on the road. And the contractor who have the lowest annual cost will then have the contract. And that's a good point, to rate things. This is just how to show how much for a ton of asphalt. A1, who's the input, who is at 35 to 45%. A2, the transport. Okay, of course, if you are close to the aggregates, it's low transport distance, and then you have the production, who has quite huge impact on the EPD, and then you have the transportation then you have the site and then installation. So focus on the big ones, that's A1, and then it's A3. And of course, how to reduce. Reduce of asphalt, of course, but we don't want to reduce the asphalt. More electrification in production of aggregates. 1 ton of aggregate is annual in verified calculation is 3.67 CO2 per ton. And if you electrify it, we have quantity it's down to 1.5 kilo per ton. So you can reduce over half with electrification. And of course, we can put in secondary materials like wheels, but if it harms our workers, it's not a good thing. And we do also focus on innovations like biobinders, alternative additives, and mixed design. We all know that a ton of bitumen has a big carbon footprint, and it depends on which kind of suppliers, but we have also alternatives who gives you negative CO2 for binders, for bitumen. But so far it's a huge cost, though. Asphalt production, we have spoken about it a little bit before. Warm mix asphalt is a huge thing. It lowers about 10% of the use of energy. Of course, dry aggregate storage, as you know. Alternative use, for the moment, we have LPG and LNG, and we have wood pellets in Norway. We have biodiesel, we had biogas, and what is it to come? A lot of things, I think. A2 and A4, they talked about it before, you know, the electric trucks, and also coastline boats on hydrogen. It's the things that could lower the emissions in A2 and A4. I'm sorry. Laying or installation, as we call. Okay, we have biofuels instead of diesel, and it's coming for payment in asphalt. It's coming electrical machinery, and but as we have spoken before, warm mixed asphalt is the most important thing to improve the environmental for our staff, for our workers. So this is how we think how to achieve the goals. To 50% like the Paris Agreement in 2030, and then how it's going to be in front of the 2045. Or 2050, sorry. Vegdekke zero emission in 2045, that's why I said it. Yeah, thank you.